So, what's this all about?
I mean, there's just been a lot left unsaid in this house lately.
And we felt the need to sit you kids down to address it.
Jeffrey!
Oh. Hey, you.
Well, you had us worried, old man.
Hey, less of the old man, yeah?
Too, homeboy? What the fuck, bro? Yeah, it's over.
I'm sorry, but I just don't see how black says is okay and white says isn't.
Drive a Bentley, Ethan.
Okay, check this out. Black people have been systemically denied access to housing, wealth, education, and political power.
Did Jeffrey ever tell you about me? All these years, did he ever mention he had a sister?
Not by blood.
Yeah.
I'll clean your money. My way. None of the small business loans for the community, none of the investors' money can be touched.
Playing both sides simply won't fly, Jeffrey. Especially when it was me who offered you protection for those boys.
Jeffrey, what is she talking about?
So I was forced to make a call to some of my besties at the LAPD.
We have an arrest warrant for Will Smith and Carlton Banks.
Now, look here, Noma. Don't come to this show starting up no BS, bruh. We don't need none of your BS in this show, bruh. It's bad enough we had to deal with you in Book 2 Ghosts. We had to deal with your crazy antics on that show. We don't need to be dealing with your crazy antics on this show, bruh. We don't need that. This is a positive show with a positive atmosphere, and we don't need you bringing none of that Book 2 Ghost energy over here on this show, wilding the hell out and stressing out both the Banks family and Jeffrey, bruh. We don't need that. We ain't got time for your crazy antics, goddammit. Like I said, this is a positive show with a positive atmosphere, and we don't need you bringing none of that Book 2 Ghost energy over here to this show, goddammit. We don't need that at all. But what's the deal with it, YouTube? What's good with y'all? What's up with everybody? I go by the name of DC, and in today's video, I'm going to be recapping Bel-Air Season 4, Episode 2. And I'm going to let y'all know how I felt about this episode, as well as breaking this episode down for y'all. But before I do that and get into this recap for y'all, if you're coming across my channel for the first time, and you like Bel-Air content like me, and to get updated on all content I post on my channel, hit the like button to help the video get recommended across the algorithm, and leave your thoughts and comments down below in the comment section. And y'all let me know y'all thoughts about the episode and how you felt about episode 2. Now, I will say, I definitely enjoyed episode 2 more than I did compared to episode 1. I definitely feel like this episode was better. I give this episode an 8. I give this episode a solid 8. I definitely feel like this episode was a step up compared to episode 1. And I really enjoyed this episode from start to finish. I really don't got no complaints about this episode. Besides Noma, aka Dominique, popping up in the episode, which is something that I'm going to talk about later on in the video when I come around to that topic. But other than that, bro, everything else about the episode was great. I thought this episode was cool. This was a dope episode to me. But getting into this recap, I'm going to start the recap off with talking about Will and Carlton getting arrested at the end of the episode at their homecoming event for what they did in episode 1 by smashing up Jeffrey's old gang from London's vehicle. Because in this episode, Will and Carlton got into it with Carlton's friend Connor because him and a couple of more students thought it would be funny to show up to school during homecoming week, mocking Will and Carlton's Black Cess brand that they created in season 3, and showed up wearing their own clothing brand called White Cess. And Will and Carlton pressed the issue about it and made them take their hoodies off. But one of Connor's friends was refusing to take the hoodie off, and this created some controversy at the school to the point where the principal banned all students from wearing Black Cess clothing brand at the school. So instead of going to homecoming at Bel-Air, Will and Carlton decided to boycott the homecoming event at Bel-Air and threw their own homecoming event in this episode, which turned out to be successful. And while Will and Carlton and everybody was at Will and Carlton's homecoming event, Uncle Phil, Aunt Vivian, and Jeffrey went back to the Banks house and saw that Jeffrey's old gang from London trashed the Banks house as a way to send a message to Uncle Phil and Jeffrey. Because earlier in the episode, Phil and Jeffrey had a conversation again about Uncle Phil cleaning money for his old gang through Legacy Heights, and he let it be known to Jeffrey in this episode that he wasn't helping out by doing that. So that same night, Phil and Jeffrey went to go have a sit-down meeting with Jeffrey's boss, who is Dominique, aka Noma from Power Book 2 Ghosts. And like I said earlier in the video, bruh, I don't like the fact that Noma is in this show, bruh. I don't like the fact that she's on Bel-Air. It's bad enough we had to deal with her in Power, and now we got to deal with her in Bel-Air. Like, ain't no way Noma should be allowed to be a part of this show, bruh. Ain't no way. But we got introduced to Noma's character in this episode, aka Dominique, who is Jeffrey's boss that's currently running his old gang from London. And apparently, Noma, aka Dominique, is Jeffrey's sister. Not by blood though, but by relationship. And her father took Jeffrey under his wings and taught him everything that he knows. And he had plans on letting Jeffrey run his empire until Jeffrey choked him out with his bare hands. Uncle Phil agreed to clean Dominique's money for her at Legacy Heights so he can protect his family and keep the peace. And right when Uncle Phil and Jeffrey thought this meeting was over, Dominique told Uncle Phil about Will and Carlton smashing up her goon's vehicle in episode 1, and since Jeffrey was being disloyal in her eyes, making it seem like he was trying to protect the Banks family for her by hiring multiple guards to protect the Banks family throughout the episode, snitch-ass Dominique decided to do the same thing that snitch-ass Noma did at the end of Book 2 Ghosts in Season 4, and called the police and got both Will and Carlton arrested at the end of the episode. And I'm expecting Dominique to be a problem going into these next upcoming episodes of Bel-Air. I believe she's about to be causing a lot of issues for both Jeffrey and the Banks family in these next upcoming episodes. And like I said in my episode 1 recap, I believe somebody in the Banks family or somebody close to Jeffrey is going to get hurt because of this situation that Jeffrey got going on with his old gang from London. The way Dominique was moving in this episode, bruh, I could tell she's really going to be a problem for Jeffrey and the Banks family in these next upcoming episodes. It really doesn't seem like Jeffrey's old gang from London is trying to let him walk away. No matter what he does to try to please him to get himself out of this situation, it seems like nothing is working. It really seems like nothing is working to please Dominique. And I'm expecting this storyline right here between Jeffrey and this old gang from London to get worse in these next upcoming episodes of Bel-Air. I definitely believe shit is about to hit the fan for Jeffrey and the Banks family in these next upcoming episodes, and I can't wait to see how this situation is going to play out. Now, before I end this video, I do want to talk about one more thing before I wrap up this recap. And that's Carlton and Amira. I gotta talk about them two before I end this video. Because in this episode, we saw them two so-called break up with each other and go their own separate ways and start dating other people. Because back in episode 1, Carlton got reunited with Amira after she made her return in Bel-Air. We know in season 3, Amira had an overdose and she ended up going to rehab at the end of season 3. And we saw her character return to episode 1 and let it be known to Will, Carlton, and Lisa that she's now going to be going to Bel-Air. But things have been different with Carlton ever since Amira has left Bel-Air, and he doesn't feel the same way about Amira like he did before. So in this episode, Carlton finally had a conversation with Amira and expressed how he's been feeling, basically cutting her off and telling her that he was moving on. And in the middle of this conversation that he was having with Amira, one of Carlton's homeboys threw a football at both him and Amira's direction with a note that was attached to it, asking Amira would she go to homecoming with him, which she said yes to piss off Carlton. And while they was at the homecoming event, Carlton was staring at Amira the whole entire time while he was dancing with Marissa, and Marissa peeped game and noticed that Carlton couldn't keep his eyes off Amira and ended up breaking up with Carlton in this episode. So, with Marissa breaking up with Carlton, Carlton tried to double back and spin the block on Amira and tried to work things out with her, letting it be known that he made a mistake. But Amira wasn't going for none of that shit, and she told Carlton that she's not a second option and told Carlton that it's best if both of them date other people. And truth be told, bruh, I don't even understand why Carlton is even trying to spin the block on Amira in the first place, bruh. Like, after all the stuff she did and put him throughout season 3, I wouldn't even be having a conversation with Amira if I was Carlton, bruh. I wouldn't even be conversating with her. Amira and her character did a lot throughout season 3. And I'm expecting her character to do the same thing as well in these next upcoming episodes. And I do believe these two will find a way to get back together. I don't know how or what's it's going to be, but I'm definitely predicting that it's going to be something that's going to bring these two characters back together. And they will end up getting back into a relationship with each other by the end of season 4. But if I was Carlton, I would definitely leave Amira alone. I would definitely leave Amira alone and keep my distance from her at all times throughout season 4. But I ain't got nothing else to say about this episode. If you made it to the end of this video and you like the video that I uploaded and created, hit that like button to help this video get recommended across the algorithm. Hit the post bell notification button to support the channel and to get updated on all Bel-Air content I post on my channel. And leave your comments down below in the comment section. I'm going to chop it up with y'all later. Much love to y'all. Much love to everybody that's been rocking with me and supporting the channel. I appreciate y'all. Y'all take care. Y'all be safe and God bless. I'll see y'all next time and happy holidays.